game, you want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So Washington State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they...
There he goes! He's at the top, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive was promising at times. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on. Going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. That pass is incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hines is tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to...
Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a...
Got some room, entered to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Morton Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Buying some time. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ellison. Bounced off his feet.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Washington State lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Give to the running back. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent.